And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David. Everyone's excited to see these. You know, Greg, whoever comes out on top tonight will have really made a statement to the league.
And, Kevin, no matter what happens, this is a great opportunity for both teams. They say iron sharpens iron. The only way you get better is by facing challenging opponents.
So here's Miami's starting group. Butler out there with Kevin Love. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Oladipo. And it's Adebayo in at the center position. It's Edwards on the wing. Paxton coming off the assist from Young.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitive.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Adebayo passes to Butler and slam dunk by Butler.
Just more and more comfortable the guys are when Bam has the ball and they cut. They know they're going to get it.
Edwards against Oladipo. Murray outside. Driving the lane. Kuzma kicks to Edwards. Another three for Atlanta.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
And stolen by Kuzma. Pass to Murray. Young from outside. And it's Miami with the rebound. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Atlanta.
Yeah, some history here, though. Of course, they won that first-round series in last year's playoffs and ended up sending them packing.
Lillard against Young. He dishes it to Edwards. In the corner, Murray with it. And then Murray with the jam.
And showing some creativity. Murray smooth and lethal.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
And winning has become more consistent in Miami than ever. Jimmy Butler was acquired, made it all the way to the finals in his first year, and have steadily won games each season.
Oladipo misses. Hawks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start off the game. Jackson dishes to Murray. Edwards against Oladipo. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. And with the Heat, GA, they've been a consistent force in the Eastern Conference.
Kevin, lots of talent up and down that roster, from stars like Butler and all the way down to the role players. This is just a solid team.
Butler deciding where to go with it. Lillard outside. The pass to Butler. Good ball movement here by Miami. And Adebayo throws it down.
And for Bam, it doesn't get any easier than that.
Lillard against Young. And no good that time. Some solid defense from Lillard. Butler against Young. Outside Butler. Tries from 10. And there's another one for the Heat.
Well, Jimmy Butler committed on getting to the inside. The closer he gets, the more damage he can do.
Edwards passes to Kuzma. The shot, no good. And Miami the other way now. Jackson against Adebayo. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That is his first foul of the game. Butler against Murray. Lillard with no one around. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his third assist on the night.
I love Dame's attitude. If the D is going to back up like that, that shot's no problem.
And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That's his first foul. Miles Bridges, he's checked in for the Hawks. And Edwards puts up a deep three. Atlanta again missing. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Heat. They lead by 4. Love kicks to Lillard. Lets it go from deep. Here's Adebayo. Bridges with some nice defense. The Hawks have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Jackson, a screen on Oladipo. For 3, Edwards. Up and in for the basket, number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
He's firing on all cylinders. Has to be happy with his 4 of 5 shooting from the field so far.
Butler, no good. Atlanta's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Here's Bridges to the inside. Jackson finds Edwards. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Jackson. Hunter comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Poole's checked in for Edwards. And it's John Wall in for Young. The Heat also changing it up. Cody Zeller's checked in for Love. Duncan Robinson comes in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Richardson in for Oladipo. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
This is a nice version of DeAndre Hunter. Aggressive, using his strength. And he has all the tools.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Hawks?
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
Here's Capella. The shot comes out, and it's Miami the other way. Lillard with it. He's picked up by Wall. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his first foul. Here's Richardson.
Poole contesting on that shot and becoming a better defender. That's the next step.
Wall passes to Poole. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. Greg, you've been talking about the best conditioned players in the league, and Miles Bridges is right up there.
Yeah, Miles second in total minutes played during the 21-22 campaign. Only Mikal Bridges, no relation, played more.
And they get it. Richardson attacking. And it's Richardson slamming it down.
Well, the D can't give Richardson that kind of lane to the basket. He will jump all over any available space.
Wall up top, covered by Lillard. Martin against Hunter. Hunter with some nice defense.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
Bridges dishes the Wall. The kick out to Poole. A three-pointer is right on target.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
The Heat trail by 6. And stolen by Hunter. Here's Wall.
Oh! You can tell he put a lot of practice into that one. Wall's always ready to break out something slick if he's got the time and space.
Heat have gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. All against Lillard. And he converts the layup. Lillard's got 11.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
Bridges attack. Oh!
Yeah. Well, when you can score the ball and the defense makes adjustments your way to do that, Poole has to take advantage like that.
Here's Lillard against Washington. He was really on his game. And the Heat call time here.
They're such a young roster. The Hawks exceeded expectations in that 21 season. They finished as the 5th seed in the Eastern Conference then.
For a different look here. Jaren Jackson. He's checked in for Clint Capella. Murray comes in for Hunter. Edwards, he's checked in for Poole. Young is subbed in for John Wall. Martin finds Zeller. Lillard up top. Lots of room. Rebound by the Hawks. Yeah, and many were shocked when Atlanta, Brent, made it all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021.
Yeah, how about that, Kevin? So much just came together and really accelerated their competitive timeline. You just can't get ahead of that, though. You gotta take things a step at a time, and their core players are still intact, and I think this team is poised to return to that kind of competitive level this year.
At 6. The Heat need to get a shot off.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Miami no good on that time either. To the paint. Here's Jackson with the 3. Hits the three-point bomb. And the Hawks lead by 11.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
Lillard, the pass to Zeller. He kicks to Richardson. Passes it to Martin. Tipped away. And stolen by Murray. And it's out of bounds to the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession. 30 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. .26 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And Lillard gets it to go.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. Wall's checked in for Trae Young. Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for the Heat. We've got 22 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Edwards. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Oladipo.
No, sir. Jackson Jr.'s shot blocking ability, part of why he was a top 5 pick back in 18.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
And so it's Atlanta enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We come back right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And for the Hawks, this has been the game they've wanted to have.
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
On the court for the Heat. And Robinson on the wing. He's joined by Butler. Adebayo is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Oladipo in at the point guard.
He just has such a nice touch for a big man. Loves three-point shooting. A huge part of why he damages defensive schemes.
From 13. Kuzma kicks to Young. Kuzma with the screen for Young. Bangs home the trifecta. Young's got the lead up to 12 now for the Hawks. And in the last decade, defenses switching on screens has increased dramatically. Is this the new normal, you think?
Kevin, I think so. I think teams that switch well tend to defend well, because switching can create mismatches, but it's harder to punish those now with all the help defense.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And this offensive system, Brett, that the Hawks run, it allows for a lot of creativity.
Yeah, lots of dribble handoffs at the top of the key. You obviously have the, in case of emergency, break glass player in Trae Young. But they're not afraid to attack mismatches, and this is the type of offenses that I think a lot of players would enjoy playing in.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on two things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
Jackson, he's checked in for the Hawks. Love against Jackson. Love the pass to Butler. Rejected by Murray.
And that length and timing make Keegan a terrific shot blocker.
Edwards dishes to Capella.
It's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Damian Lillard's checked in for Miami. Butler goes in for Murray. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Young taking his time here. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Capella kicks to Edwards. The dish to Young. In the corner, Murray with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jackson from long range. Young from outside. No good there. And Miami the other way now. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And in that one, the backups came to play. Gave the team an infusion of points that just put them over the top.
Well, I talked to the assistant coaching staff. What they were stoked about is that the bench guys came in and played well. So punch off the bench, a big factor in that win.
Now a timeout called by Miami. Some changes. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Capella. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Murray. And Poole subbed in for Edwards. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. That's a 2 from Lillard. Will it go? Out of hand on it.
And DeAndre Hunter getting that block mostly because of great positioning.
Buries it from three-point range.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Took him no time at all on that one. Jackson's got 5 points in the quarter.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Lillard against Young. Lillard misses.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
To the left wing. Kuzma finds Jackson. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Outside Butler. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. In the corner, it's Robinson. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Robinson's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Heat. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now, we see more and more top prospects bypass college or even leave high school early to make six figures playing for G League Ignite. Many years going pro at such a young age was something we only saw abroad, but that reality is now here. Kevin?
I like it too, David. The landscape is shifting, and I think for the better. Thank you for the report. Pass to Lillard. This one for three, and the Heat, another three.
Even after all those three-pointers he hit in that first quarter, it looks like the D still didn't learn its lesson as they've left him open for another one.
Just do your work, try to get open, and Trey's going to find you. Fair or not, as long as Trae Young is in the NBA, he will be connected to Luka Doncic. And that night back in 2018 during the draft where those two guys swapped teams.
And things starting to click from three-point land. Nothing in the first quarter, but he's hit 3 triples here in the second.
Poole kicks to Kuzma from deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some. Kuzma's got 6 here in this quarter.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
And Robinson wide open. He shoots. And again, Miami with the triple. In that 2018 draft, Brent, the Doncic-Young swap was a huge deal.
Yeah, so the two will be compared, and I think that's been a great deal for each team. You've seen the growth. You've seen them in the playoff. You've seen the kind of excitement level that they brought to the fans, and both have been all-stars. So Luka and Trae, both spectacular offensive players, and they both are carrying the load.
Oh, wow, guys, doesn't look good. We've got an injury here.
And, boy, when you see someone hurting like this, it's always scary.
Yeah, it reminds you of what's really important. Health, #1. Everything else comes after that.
A different look for Miami. Cody Zeller's checked in for Adebayo. Caleb Martin comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Richardson in for Robinson. And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. And now let's highlight the deadliest deep threats to come into the NBA this season on our rookie leaderboard. Take a look at Murray, second in the league, extremely accurate from beyond the arc.
And I think there's a little rivalry among that group of rookie bombers. I know he'd love to see his name all the way at the top of the list.
Left side, Martin. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 6 assists now in the game.
Smart play by Jimmy Butler. Spots the open man. Tack up an assist.
And here's Edwards. He's coming off a 19-point game against Houston. Going inside, and Edwards with the stuff.
Wow, that is awesome to see the small man challenge the big man. Sometimes when you jump, you can be taller than the big fella.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Heat. Trailing by 13. It's off to Boston for him after this game as they take on the Celtics. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road. Martin against Murray. Bridges kicks to Wall. Over in the corner, Edwards. And here we go. Richardson heading to the hoop. And a slam dunk by Richardson.
Sometimes defense is about persistence, and Jimmy Butler knows this. Forced the ball handler to slip up.
Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. So Edwards will go to the free throw line. It's on Damian Lillard. Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Lillard. With just a few games in the books, Brent, what are coaches right now looking for from their team, from their players?
Well, I think you're still trying to figure out what your identity is, Kevin. You've played a few games. You're trying a few different rotations. You still want to do that over the course of the next 25 games before you really settle into what you know is going to give you the best chance offensively and defensively and win games.
And the Hawks making a change here. Poole's checked in. Wall finds Bridges to the wing right side. It's stolen by Martin. Oladipo against Poole. Oladipo, the pass to Zeller. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Nope, not that time. Nothing for two from the field. Murray right side. Bridges outside. Over in the corner, Poole. Pass to Wall. Murray right side. Over Richardson. And it's Murray. That time on the assist by Wall. That's 7 points for Keegan Murray.
And there's a calm and focus to Murray's game. Even against good defense, he just goes about his business.
Took the opportunity when he saw it.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there. Now, that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. Hawks making a switch here. Gafford's checked in.
And a chance to check out the stats for Richardson. How last month turned out for him. He's putting up about 8 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he really anchors them defensively with that tenacious play on that side of the ball.
He loves to get up into the uniform of his opposition and make you work for everything that you get offensively.
There's the pass to Wall. In the corner, it's Bridges. Over Martin. Gets some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. And the Hawks lead by 13. Oladipo against Gafford. Martin wide open. He fires. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
They grab their own miss, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Caleb Martin. That's his first foul. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
51 seconds left to play here in the second quarter.
And after that solid opening quarter, you can see now he is definitely starting to cool off.
He feeds it to Richardson. It's deflected. It's Wall with the drive. Gafford against Richardson. Bridges passes to Capella.
Using his length that time, Capella up top to slam it down.
Richardson gets a wide open look. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And Clint Capella having a little bit of fun out there with that dunk.
There's 14 seconds left in the first half of basketball. In the corner, it's Richardson. A three. Trains the three-pointer. Richardson's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Atlanta calls timeout. 6 seconds left in the first half of the game. For three, Hunter. Oh, to beat the clock. God, what a play!
That is fun to watch. Lets it go at the very last second.
Oh, man, that's got to be frustrating for the defense, too.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step...
Hi, everybody. We've got your favorite segment.
You take a look at the Heat. They've been incredible out the gate. You could see this coming. We've talked about this, and the way they prepared for the season was tremendous.
And now let's talk about the first half we just watched. A fantastic performance for the Atlanta. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Time now for an injury report. Now let's check in with DA to see how Bam Adebayo's doing. David.
Hey, guys, I got an update from the head athletic trainer of the Heat. He told me that although he twisted the knee pretty badly, nothing looks like it's torn. He will not return to the game, and he may not be back on the court for a couple of games so he can heal up. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, Dave, thanks. Sounds like he won't be out for too long. So with Johnson sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. They've got Trae Young, Murray out there with Kyle Kuzma, and there's Jackson, and it's Edwards in at the 2. Young with the ball. Now defended by Oladipo. And here's Edwards from the arc. 6 to shoot. Rebound Love. The Heat trail by 15.
And for Miami, a tough way to go out last season. Game 7 at home against Boston. Jimmy Butler pulls up for a 3 and that close to the final.
Murray finds Young. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And there's Murray on the assist by Jackson. That's 10 points for Keegan Murray.
And you like Murray as a spot-up shooter. Knows where to park himself and always ready to receive the pass.
Love outside. Oh, good on the triple. And Brent, even when playing catch-up, the Heat were maybe one shot away from heading to the finals for the second time in 3 years.
Yeah, lots of questions around that shot, Kevin, too, about whether Jimmy should have drove or shot it. And look, let Jimmy be Jimmy. He took the shot. He didn't make it. And so now it's about getting back on the grind and trying to get back there. This team has the mental toughness to put themselves in that position.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And Edwards with the stuff.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Three-pointer, Lillard. And Zeller kicks to Lillard. Shot to stop the run. Rejected by Murray. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
And the Heat making a change here. Robinson's checked in. And so Miami again turning it over. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Look at the Heat. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And, of course, there's the Hawks sitting in second place.
And right now for Miami, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
And don't count on that coming to an end anytime soon. The talent level of this squad is off the charts. And with the momentum they're gathering here early in the year, it could steamroll through the season.
Here's Lillard. Softly drops in the floater. Lillard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, the defense sinking and filling the lane, but Lillard stops short and floats one over the top.
Young from deep three-point range. Misses the deep three-point attempt. And Oladipo kicks to Robinson. Off target from three-point range. The Hawks leading by 22. Edwards passes to Murray. Young outside. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. And here we can check out the story for Anthony Edwards. For Miami, they've gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. And the basket by Lillard. 23 points for Lillard.
That basket must be widening out right now. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Young from outside connects from three-point range.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Miami. And Lillard gets double teamed. Robinson shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Jaren Jackson.
So much talk about being undrafted out of college. How about Duncan Robinson and how far he's taken his abilities?
That free throw, no good. And the Heat with some changes. Caleb Martin's checked in for Cody Zeller, and Josh Richardson subbed in for Oladipo. And it seems the play-in tournament is here to stay, Brent. Has it worked out as well as you expected?
I think it's been great, Kevin. One of the things that could be adjusted, though, is maybe if you're the 8th seed and you have a 10-game lead on the 10th seed, there should be no reason why they should be competing in the postseason tournament. So maybe they do something with regards to the records as to whether or not a team qualifies. But the way it stands now, it's created the kind of drama and competition that the league has craved.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Hawks.
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the chart.
Now, something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. And these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high-percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
Hunter with a screen on Lillard. The 3 from Poole. And they recover it. Here's Bridges. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
All right, a chance to see some stats for Damian Lillard. This last month, he's been positively spectacular. Right around 25 points per, 8 assists, and 4 rebounds. And so much of what they do on offense depends on how he plays.
Well, he attracts serious attention from the defense, and that really does open up the backside for a lot of his teammates to take full advantage.
Max Strus is checked in for Miami. Love with the screen for Robinson. Cans it from downtown. Robinson's got 15.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
Not only a jump shooter, Bridges also dependable at knowing how to get it done inside.
Here's Strus, and Capella sends it back. Poole finds Capella. And there's Bridges on the assist from Capella. Bridges has got 8 points in the quarter.
An under-control player in close. Even when Bridges is under pressure, he just stays committed to his move.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
Man, that is a tough cover. Pretty good defense, but he just finds the angle and finishes.
On defense, Atlanta. Robinson kicks to Richardson. Just 5 to shoot. Passes to Jovic. And Capella sends it back.
Well, that's just great timing. Interfering with those long limbs. Capella with another shot block.
Hawks have gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. And one thing, Greg, we know Capella has always done. He plays to his strengths.
It's a great point, Kevin. Capella knows where he's best and really focuses on that. Can help the team with minimal touches on offense, but he really anchors the defense by not overextending. And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Pass to Jovic. And Capella sends it back. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Johnson's checked in for Atlanta.
Keldon Johnson.
Strus passes to Martin. Kicks it to Richardson. Shot clock at 6. Fires the 3. He doesn't hit that one. Good work defensively by Capella.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And one thing I love about Clint Capella, he is a guy who plays to his strengths, especially with how he attacks the backboard.
I think on both sides of the floor, Greg, he understands the value of just getting possession of the ball. So get a defensive rebound, help start the break. Get an offensive rebound, pick up some scrap points. Those things add up over time.
Robinson for three. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
I mean, he is bringing his game, guys. Another jumper from distance.
Knocks it loose. Capella with a screen on Martin. Bridges finds Capella. The Hawks working the ball around. Fades. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Max Strus. Atlanta calls timeout.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Kicks it out to Richardson. A three-pointer, no good.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Here's Kuzma. Pass to Murray. Over in the corner, Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Oh, great pass from Murray. I like whenever he looks to get his guys involved.
And Miami shooting terrible so far in the second half. Down around 26%. Richardson for three, and that's good. Robinson picking up the assists. Richardson's got 13 points.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Jackson, 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Kuzma against Butler. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Edwards kicks to Murray. Driving to the basket. And it's Murray with the jam.
Oh, explosive energy from the rookie Murray. He comes in with a full head of steam and goes for the jugular.
Here's Butler. Kicks it out to Richardson. No good from outside. Edwards passes to Young. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Hawks on top. Oh. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So with Butler sitting on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. We've got Zeller. Oladipo is out there with Max Strus. And it's Jovic in at power forward. Here's Edwards driving in and finished off by Edwards.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. The pass to Zeller. Jovic. And the shot is long. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Over Lamb. A nice jump shot from the top of the key. Edwards got 41.
With the finish line in sight, this guy is determined to be the one to put the game away.
Tries from 10. And the rejection by Gafford. Zeller inside. Covered by Johnson. Edwards passes to Hunter. Outside for Davis. Lets it go from 14. That's good from Edwards on the assist by Davis. Edwards got 43 points. Passes it to Oladipo. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Dishes to Zeller. Pass to Jovic. Oladipo for 3. Rebound Atlanta. Hunter's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Edwards with the stuff.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Oladipo against Edwards. And stolen by Hunter. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. Got a piece of it. Outside, Lamb. And again, it's the Heat missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Edwards drawing the double team. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. Edwards got 47 points.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And we've seen not only some new trophies introduced, but Greg, some of the existing ones have been updated. You okay with that?
Oh, I am. In particular, a nice touch to have the previous winners etched into the base of the Larry O'Brien trophy. That's a great way to connect with the history of the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Jackson, he's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. Murray comes in for Johnson. And it's John Wall in for Terry Davis. And Jackson throws it down hard.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Here's Zeller, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Clearly a foul.
At the line for the Heat, Cody Zeller.
And that one falls for Zeller. So for the Hawks, Poole's checked in for Edwards. Young is subbed in for John Wall. And Miami with a change here too. Damian Lillard's checked in for Victor Oladipo.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Here's Strus. From the high post, he drills it. Strus has got his first points in this one.
He's been accurate tonight. I think the best way for them to succeed is to get him more shots. Sounds simple, but it comes down to execution.
Lillard, the pass to Jovic. Lillard scanning the floor. Offensive rebound. Zeller. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Zeller's got 4 this quarter.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
And now Lillard running the floor all by himself. And the rejection by Gafford. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Gafford. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Heat also with a sub. Love's checked in. He dishes it to Lamb. Here's the 3. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Young from deep 3-point range. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Count that one.
Well, Capella at that size really has no issues spotting the open man.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Miami Heat. Pass to Strus. That 3 off the mark. The Hawks have gotten 7 of their 8 shots to fall here in the fourth. A tremendous offensive outburst.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Love can't hit. Atlanta has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Young, no good.
Yeah, he's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
And Lillard gets it to go.
Well, if he's hitting shots from there, he becomes so much more dangerous.
Out of bounds, Miami takes possession. And the Heat with some changes. Caleb Martin comes in for Lamb. Robinson is subbed in for Max Strus. And here are the Heat now. They're on a 12-4 run. And there's the foul. It'll go on Jordan Poole. That's his first foul. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Hunter comes in for Clint Capella. Miles Bridges, he's checked in for Murray. And John Wall subbed in for Young. And a quick look at how Atlanta's schedule shaping up. On Monday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Philadelphia 76ers. Then on Wednesday, they'll go up against the Magic in Orlando.
And for that game against the Nuggets, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
Murray's checked in for Jordan Poole.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Miami's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Atlanta's shooting and hitting almost everything here in the fourth, up around 58% from the field. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. Heat on offense. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Greg, you think of everything that goes into making it to the NBA as a player. Did it come easy for you, or was it all work?
It's easy, really, to overlook the grind, but when you love the game, all those hours in the lab don't feel quite like work. At least not until you start getting a little longer in the tooth.
And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. And so here is Miami. Over in the corner, Zeller from deep. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game. The tray. Atlanta with the rebound.
He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
Kuzma can't get it to go. Now the Heat with it. Here's Robinson. Rebound by John Wall.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Robinson misses.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
In the corner, it's Martin. Banked in off the glass.
All eyes on Dame that time, so he just moves the ball casually right to the open teammate.
Basket counts.
They haven't relied on him as much as usual, but when his number has been called, he shot well enough to help them earn the lead.
Launches a 3, and there's Martin. That's good on the assist by Lillard. Lillard's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Hawks.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Anthony Edwards.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
And here's Love from the arc. Doesn't go for him. And Atlanta will come the other way. From deep. Bridges inside the 3-point line. And Poole gets it to go.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Lillard outside. Pulls it from 20. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Lillard's got 30 points.
The competitive firewall plays with is admirable. Fantastic at just figuring out ways to attract contact.
He's off on the first. The Heat making a switch here. Butler's checked in. That's off as well. So he misses both. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Here's Martin. Rebound, Atlanta. The clock now can just run out for the Hawks. The three from Poole. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're up by 26. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And a surprising timeout here with the game in the bag.
Sometimes you want to have these teachable moments on the floor and not in the next day's film session, so coach electing to do that here.
Kuzma passes to Poole. Back to Kuzma. Butler with the steal. Looking to end his cold spell. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan.
Gonna be checking in Tasmany Devil and getting my Lola. Hold me on your shoulders when hitting the bucket and screaming up. Yeah, I got the double, yeah. Never really knew what I had till now. Taking down, take a look around. Seal that account and hit the ground. I ain't mad. Why you mad? I might say just play that little louder. Do your Jordan, jump up like you got the power. Break a window, make sure that you wake a neighbor. Why you mad? We're acting on our best behavior. Mad, why you mad? Do your Jordan, jump up like you got the power. Mad, why you mad? Why you mad? Born on the same day as MJ, so you know I got the skill. See me chirping out like it's Mario Kart or banana peels. Keep it 100, now you know you got the real. Savage Mode 2017, don't care, you feel me, my own lane. Won't change, stay in gas, no propane. Never mind, no flow, Cobain. Sip sun, kiss, see no man. I'm too special, be a no name. Taking my time, but the low flame, going cold red. I ain't mad, I ain't mad. I might say just play that little louder. Do your Jordan, jump up like you got the power. Break a window, make sure that you wake a neighbor. Why you mad? We're acting on our best behavior. Mad, why you mad? Why you mad? Do your Jordan, jump up like you got the power. Mad, why you mad? Why you mad? Why you mad? We're acting on our best behavior.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Great to hear Skylar Cole singing the national anthem before today's contest.
Feeling like it's me against the world, but I can give a who my opponent is. Into this
game and I came here to change it. Big my belief, now they calling me dangerous. Taking the throne and I'm gonna maintain it. I gotta go down to just one of the places.
Hello and welcome. We're ready to get the week off. A battle of two terrific front courts here. The rare night when guards take a back seat, Richard.
Times have changed. Front courts used to dominate the game. I remember in the 90s when it was Shaquille O'Neal, Hakeem Olajuwon, Patrick Ewing. That's when the game was dominated by bigs. But then once spacing happened, now tonight it looks like an old 90s basketball game.
Now Atlanta starting five. Kyle Kuzma out there with Murray. Then there's Anthony Edwards. Then it's Trae Young. And it's Jackson in at the center, locking down the middle. Basket counts.
Love the power finish from Jaren Jackson, pushing right through the contact.
Here's Philadelphia. Outside Maxey. Screen by Embiid. Uses the glass on the layup.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Now here's Edwards. Coming off an unbelievable high-scoring game. All sorts of time. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Harden, the pass to Harris. Kept alive. Embiid. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. The free throw drops for Embiid.
What more is there to say about how much Embiid means to his team and this city? After being hurt his first 2 years, he's been worth the wait.
A nice shot by Young.
At the perimeter, Young has such an attacking mentality, always looking for chances to take shots from range.
Oh, sweet move. Harris on the wing, defended by Murray. Takes a 13-footer. Count the basket. And with Embiid, when he puts his foot on the gas, there's no stopping him.
A top scorer in the league since his inception. Not many centers who can stop this man. He uses so much power, almost unguardable.
Here's Edwards. The Sixers getting their last shot to go. Gets the three ball to go.
And how great are they playing? 4 for 4 shooting to start this one.
Here's Harden. And Harden with the slam.
Oh, that has to hurt if you're the defense. Harden getting fancy with the jam.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Edwards. He's got 5.
When you think about tough-nosed fan bases that don't hold back, the Philadelphia 76er fans, well, let's just say they stand out. They are extremely demanding of their team.
And both free throws good for Edwards. Sixers fans have no issues letting their players hear it when they are falling short of expectations.
And you could argue it makes it tougher for these players in the long run. They know these fans want to win, and because of it, these players are determined not to let them down.
But if you succeed, you worship forever. Now Young with a steal. From 18 feet away, Murray passes to Jackson. Oh, stolen by Embiid. And he's going for the lob. Maxey against Murray. Pass to Embiid. Ooh, stolen by Murray. Young against Harris. And Young is good from 3. Young's gotten his second bucket on the night.
This looks like a shoot-around the way they're scoring. 5 straight makes to start the game.
And Philadelphia calls time here. You know, only 2 players have won both MVP and 6th Man of the Year honors. Bill Walton and James Harden.
What's interesting is that they won 6th Man of the Year at very different stages. Harden was 22 and still growing as a player, while Walton was 33 at the tail end of his career for the Celtics.
76ers checked in for Kuzma. This group almost automatic from the line. The league's best free throw shooting small forwards. Well, you look at Murray, so consistent from the line, putting him in the 3 spot.
And it's clear that these guys work hard on maintaining their free throw shooting. It's why they're among the best in the league in that category.
As good as they are from the line, it forces an opposing defense to play with caution against them, and that's never a good thing.
And the foul on DeAndre Hunter. That's his first foul of the game.
Yeah, they've been pretty careless so far, racking up a number of fouls in very little time.
Maxey with it, and it's Young picking him up. Maxey against Young. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
Murray passes to Edwards. And that's a foul called on Montrezl Harrell. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Shot is good by Edwards.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Harden, the pass to Harris. Here's Embiid. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Here's Edwards. It's Edwards on the wing. Goes up at the elbow. Good on the jump shot. Edwards got 12.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
To end the drought. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. With the trade deadline approaching, RJ, the rumor mill has been active. How does that affect a player when their names are being mentioned in trade rumors?
Well, it can be a blow to your confidence, and it makes it tough to trust the organization at times. And if players are well-liked, it can tear a locker room apart. I've seen it. Shooting over 80% from the line during his career, Embiid is not only one of the best free throw shooting centers in the league today, he's one of the best all time.
The 76ers have gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. Here's Maxey. There's the drive.
And the slam was so good. But the dribble move he made to get there was a thing of beauty.
Absolutely. What a slick play. Young, the pass to Kuzma. Capella, screen on Harrell. Pass to Capella. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
And the 76ers will have a different look here. Bamba's checked in for Joel Embiid. Reed comes in for Harrell. Melton, he's checked in for James Harden. And it's Beverly in for Maxey. Harris. Atlanta with a rebound. Their last meeting was in Philadelphia, where they were unable to fight off the Sixers.
Last time, free throw shooting was their kryptonite. Just could not keep pace.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for the 8 seconds. Time called here. The 76ers decide to talk it over. You know, for team owners, it often seems best not to take too active a role in basketball decisions. But, Grant, you're a team owner. How do you feel about this?
Well, it's a tough situation, B.A. Many of these owners have made tremendous amounts of money building their fortunes, of course, being very hands-on with their business. But basketball is a different kind of business. Success is not always linear. And sometimes as an owner, you're not an expert when it comes to this particular business. So it's interesting kind of being engaged, but not being too hands-on and letting your people do their job to the best that they can.
Here's Reed. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Pocket 4. Beverly for 3. Can't get it to drop. So Atlanta will take it the other way. They're coming off that win against the Heat.
It was a lockdown effort defensively, contesting shots and really protecting the painted area.
They were very disciplined on that end of the floor, staying attached to shooters and disrupting plays with their active hands.
Now here's Beverly. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Orlando.
And how about the vision he displayed? Great job getting others involved and piling up the assist.
Atlanta with the ball. The Sixers getting their last shot to go. Young from long range. And Reed pulls it down. The Sixers trailing. And it's Beverly on the drive. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Beverly's gotten his second bucket.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. Atlanta making some changes here. Bridges, he's checked in for Kuzma. Anthony Edwards comes in for Hunter. And it's Wall in for Trae Young. Atlanta's gone 4 of 7 from three-point range here in the first. Here's Harris. Really played well against Orlando in his last game. Yep, that one goes.
They have no answer defensively inside.
The Hawks have gone a fantastic 8 of 11 so far. Let's go with a 3. And Edwards good for 3. Edwards got 15.
Off to a great start. 5 straight from the field.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Pass to Bamba. Down low. From the left block. And he can't bank that one in.
More than a few bad breaks for him this quarter. He's struggling, and the team is following suit on the scoreboard.
Now Edwards. Melton covers. And he gets the bucket. And now a 9-point Atlanta lead.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
Beverly, the pass to Harris. Bamba, a screen on Poole. Poole against Harris. Rebounded by the Hawks.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Shot is good by Edwards.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
Melton outside. They need this. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That'll belong to John Wall.
15 fouls.
The first free throw is good. Atlanta making some changes here. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Keldon Johnson comes in for Poole. And it's Young in for Wall.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 19.
8 for 8. He's on an absolute tear.
Melton up top, guarded by Edwards. Melton misses. There's 31 seconds left in the first. Here we go. The Sixers on the break. Harris down low, guarded by Edwards. The shot no good. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort. Edwards, a pass to Young from deep. Outside Edwards. Inside. Oh, stolen by Harris. Got a hand on it. And so it's Atlanta. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. 3 points is better than 2. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Hawks. Here's Young. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game. Tyrese Maxey is out there with DeAnthony Melton. Then it's Montrezl Harrell. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Harden in at the small forward. That's the group for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter.
And so shifty with great handles. Young gets the defender to commit, then takes full advantage.
Here's Harrell. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
That's good from Harrell. Well, we talk about the critical importance of the wing position, RJ. From the time you played, how do you think that position has evolved?
Well, when you talk about positionless basketball, it really falls on the forwards. You want them to have more responsibilities. You want them to be able to guard 1 through 5. You want to be able to run your offense through them. So the wings in positionless basketball have a lot more responsibility.
Melton with the ball. Poole picks him up, and the foul called on John Wall. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second foul here pretty early in this one. He's got to be careful for the rest of this half.
Hawks on D, and Gafford with the block. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Brian, Sixers head coach Doc Rivers earned the nickname Doc back in college for wearing a T-shirt with Julius Erving on it. In the NBA, he said, quote, "The first game I started was against the Sixers. I went over and said, Dr. J, how are you?" And he said, "Doc, how are you?" I said, no, I'm Glenn." But he said, "No, you're Doc." And that made me feel like $1 million. Guys.
All right, thanks, Allie. They get it back. Embiid. Off target at the rim.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Poole, the pass to Gafford. Outside Wall. Back to Gafford. And here's Hunter for 3. Sinks it from distance. Hunter's got his second basket of the night.
Lackluster defense.
It's NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We're glad you could. One thing that can be entertaining at this point of every season is how unexpected rivalries, Greg, begin to develop.
Yeah, teams that might not be traditional rivals have a few heated games early on, and now their matchups become must-see TV. Happens every season.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Out on the perimeter, it's Caldwell Pope and Porter Jr. Jokic is out there with Nerlens Noel, and it's Murray in at the point.
Well, the Hawks have their centerpiece. Trae Young is that guy for them. But now they have to figure out how to surround him.
And for the Hawks, Smitty, their roster construction is something they are tinkering with right now.
They're not in a bad spot. It's actually a good spot to be in as a franchise. They know the makeup and direction of the team, Kevin. It's a matter of finding the right formula.
Now here's Murray. Jokic sets the screen for Murray. Pass to Jokic. Denver passing it around. 5 on the clock. A three-pointer off the mark. Here's Young. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And this is Young's game. He's a shooter and someone that looks to score often.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Murray. Pass to Noel. Outside Porter. Porter double team. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Rebound Atlanta. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
The mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
It was a terrific performance we got a chance to watch. They got into a nice rhythm and made smart adjustments along the way.
And even when under duress, Edwards stays calm, which is what allows him to still score on tough defense.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And you gotta love the aggression that he had, taking it to the rim there. Sets the tone in a close game like this one.
Murray against Young. Murray the pass to Jokic. The 10-footer. And Capella sends it back.
What you like about Capella as a shot blocker is the patience. He waits until the shooter commits.
Just 2 to shoot.
Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm.
Here's Jackson. That's in there. Murray with the assist.
That's 3 straight shots to fall here to start. Looking good.
Outside Porter. to end the run, and he lays it up and in.
And he's just adept at scoring in so many ways. It's clear Porter very comfortable operating inside.
For three, Edwards. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And you see the game plan is working already. 4 straight makes to start this one.
And he lobs it up toward the rim and slam dunk by Noel.
And that's how you execute offensively. Murray with a great job of getting it to his teammate.
Young from outside. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets into rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Now, here's Jokic. He's coming off a 25-point game against Houston.
And his passing also off the charts in that game. In just about every aspect of their offense, he was dialed in.
Murray kicks to Edwards. A 3-ball. Good on the triple. Edwards got 9.
The defense a step slow. You can see the result.
Murray against Young. Murray surveying the D, and the layup is good. Murray's got his second basket of the night.
And there's an aggression to Murray's game, willing to battle there for the bucket. And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Denver. They trail by 9 points. And this matchup with the Hawks, it's their first meeting of the season.
And their series last year was a bit of a comparison between the two conferences. Both were in the middle of the pack.
Right idea, but just too much heat on him defensively, even with the fadeaway.
And Young kicks to Edwards. Over Porter. Unloads from 13. Murray, no good. The Nuggets trail by 9. Murray with it. Guarded now by Jackson. The kick out to Porter. Fires the 3. They get it back. There's Noel. And Noel throws it down.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. Now here's Edwards. We saw him with 19 points his last outing.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. Atlanta making a switch here. Kuzma's checked in. Denver also making some changes. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Jokic. Bryant comes in for Noel. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Now here's Bryant. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Murray kicks to Bryant. That's in there. Murray with the assist.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Atlanta leading by 6. Jackson finds Kuzma. Launches it. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Atlanta.
They came out firing from deep. It's always good for a team's confidence when you can start a game that hot.
Oh, man. Their mid-range jumper also has been on fire. Tough to beat a group of guys shooting with that much confidence.
Now here's Jackson following the miss by Jamal Murray. Shoots from the elbow. Here's Bryant. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Trae Young.
And such a young, exciting core for the Nuggets. The MVP, Jokic, Michael Porter Jr., and Jamal Murray. This group has a chance to be a contender for years to come.
Here's Jackson.
Ooh, love it, love it. The young fella usually goes about his business, but on that play, it was a highlight reel from Jaren Jackson.
Now here's Murray. He's got 5 near the 3-point line. It's Porter, and Denver again with the bucket.
high offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
From 13 and stolen by Murray. Wide open look. And again, it's Denver.
And the mid-range seeming effortless for Murray. He's got a touch that makes that shot a good option for him.
No good on the three. The Nuggets trail by 3. Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now. Boy, both teams racking up the points to start this game.
And you wonder how long they can keep it going. At some point, you expect the defense will adjust.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. For the Hawks, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Bridges comes in for Murray. And John Wall subbed in for Edwards. Wall dishes to Bridges. And here's Young. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Magic in Orlando.
And don't forget about his assists. His playmaking was as good or better than his scoring. He was in complete control out there.
Good on the three-point shot.
Yeah, I mean, from 3. Wall looking relaxed out there, and one of the game's more confident players. He can be a streaky but deadly outside shooter.
So for the Nuggets, their last game, a win against Houston. Pass to Young. For Murray. And Young with the basket on the assist from Wall. Now it's a 6-point Hawks lead.
This is Young's role. He's out there to score and to score often.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Atlanta. Edwards comes in for Trae Young. And Denver also making a switch. Gabriel's checked in. And Bryant kicks to Porter. 5 to shoot. Greg, looking at the shooting numbers of Michael Porter Jr., they're off the charts.
His first full year in the league, Porter Jr. was top 20 in field goal percentage, top 10 in three-point percentage. Incredible numbers for a 6'10 wing.
And he's good on the second.
And there have been some to compare Porter to Kevin Durant. And really a fluid shooter who also possesses amazing athleticism.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Left side Jackson lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. The Hawks leading by 7. Hunter on the wing. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. I think it's pretty clear, Greg, what the goal is for this Denver organization long term.
It's simple, Kevin. Make it to the finals. The Nuggets have never been there. They've been close reaching a conference finals on more than one occasion.
The future of DeAndre Hunter is bright. A versatile player who wants to be great, in my opinion.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The free throw drops for Jackson.
In the 2020 playoff bubble, some players struggled. Reggie Jackson was one of those guys, but he bounced back in a big way.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Clint Capella. Bridges comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And Poole subbed in for Edwards. The kick out to Wall. Hawks passing it around. Here's Hunter into the ball.
Showing off DeAndre, an understated guy, but that play, it will make the highlights.
So it's Denver now. 8-point game. Here's Murray. Rebounded by Gafford.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Hunter on the wing. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Wall's got his 3rd assist on the night. Here's Bryant. It could go. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Atlanta Hawks. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen the Hawks really take control here.
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
And you can see it's already having an impact. It can cause shooters to think twice.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. Out on the perimeter, it's Caldwell Pope and Porter Jr. Noel is out there with Jokic, and it's Jackson in at the guard position. Caldwell Pope kicks to Jackson. Jacks up a 3, and there's Caldwell Pope. That's good on the assist from Jackson.
Good vision, good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot, finds an open man.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Michael Porter Jr. was a top prospect in his high school class, but his back injury has presented a constant challenge. He says, it changed my perspective. I'm just going to get up every day and try to be better than I was the day before. If I'm giving my best every day, I'm good. Back to you guys.
Well, you hope he stays healthy. That has been a concern. Thanks, David. Wall passes to Murray. On the wing, Jackson. Bridges outside. Jackson finds Bridges. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Now, here's Poole. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Already a lot of talk about who's going to take part in the three-point contest this season, and here's a look at the players most likely to make it.
And so many great shooters in the NBA these days, and these guys, quite frankly, the best of the best. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a scoring record broken in this year's competition.
And you look at Young, and at number 4 on the list, he's almost certain to take part in the contest this year. He's going to be excited to let those long-range shots fly in All-Star Weekend.
And the fans have been right to give him so much love. He's deadly from beyond, and he has to be in this contest this season.
And as the votes keep pouring in, we'll keep you updated on any changes to that list. It looks like we're going to have quite a group.
Now, you talk about the ultimate marksman's list here, Kevin. Maybe this will be the year somebody gets that perfect score.
Cabela kicks to Edwards. Young for 3. That one doesn't go. And it's Denver the other way. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip.
In this first half, he has really fallen in love with the 3. So far, not paying dividends.
Edwards passes to Young. Now, here's Capella. Jokic defending. Jackson a screen on Porter. Edwards. And there's the drive. And the rejection by Noel. Denver making a switch here. Jordan's checked in. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Clock is at 3. Young passes to Edwards. Shoots the 3. Reggie Jackson with the rebound.
Well, he was in rhythm, hitting 2 threes in the opening quarter, but hasn't made one since.
And the rejection by Jackson. Porter can't get that one to fall.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
For 3, Edwards. Nailed from three-point land. Edwards got 16 points. We know the league's cracking down on those dangerous plays that risk a player's health. Why was that less of a focus when you played?
That's a great question. I think it's smarter to approach the game this way. We don't want to have unnecessary injury because of guys maybe just taking it a little too far with the physicality.
Oh!
Yes! Yes!
Agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. down by 15. It's good from long range. He's got 7.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
Edwards can't hit. The Nuggets have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. And the foul called on Edwards. That's foul number 2 for him.
His second foul in as many quarters. We'll see if he backs off or stays aggressive.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Murray. And Keldon Johnson subbed in for Edwards. Zeke Naji, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Atlanta making some changes. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Jackson. And Poole subbed in for Johnson. And Denver with a change here, too. Jamal Murray, he's checked in for Michael Porter. For 3, Caldwell Pope. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Kuzma. Here's Young. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Fearless attacking the heart of that defense. Young is willing to take punishment to get his points.
The Hawks shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. And so Young nails them both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
It's Jackson with the drive. Got it. He's
Pics for Instagram looking like I'm searching. Snap, snap, oh, snap, snap, oh. I'm at the netter bang. Snap, snap, oh, snap, snap. 나머진 태그 안 해도 돼. 잊어봤네. 싹 다 뒤로 밀어내. 싹 다 뒤로 밀어내. 싹 다 뒤로 밀어. 야, 너 나 표적이지. 오늘은 널 거야.